No Jumper, coolest podcast in the world, and today we're tapping in. I got my man Remo with me, and we tapping in with the man himself, Digi Prada, formerly known as Thunky Man.
Thunky Man.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Formerly known as. Okay, we've discussed you at great length on this podcast before. You've even made an appearance on here before.
Right.
But you rocked and shocked the internet the other day by coming out, basically letting us know that you would no longer be formally affiliated with the collective that you had previously done a lot of work with.
Yeah, so we've actually been away from each other for some time. I say like 2.5 years now. And every time I go to Chicago to do business, there's certain people I can't work with because of who I worked with in the past.
Okay.
Now, I haven't said anything to the internet about us splitting up or anything. So in everybody's eyes, I'm still locked in with JHE. I'm still around FBG, everybody, everything. I think it's BCR now or BCE. I don't know. But they think I'm just tied in with everybody. And not only do I make their music, is I showed up on a No Jumper interview with the artist. So they take that personal, So it's been stopping a lot of business. So I made a post just talking about basically don't affiliate me with them,
But you didn't just say JHE, you kind of in the post, you was like, all right.
Yeah, I said the GDs and that the GDs say they're blackballed and all that. I said that because it's like that little saying in the little clique of over there in Chicago. They always complaining about the GDs being blackballed. But I don't know. The Rooga always had this saying, you can't blackball talent. You feel me? But it's like when you do bad business, that shit gets in the way too.
Well, when did it become bad business?
I think with the whole everything, when everybody on that side was starting to act up, like Yella, I think that had a big play to do with it.
The bad business between you and Rooga?
What?
Or you're talking about the early, like a long time ago when Yella kind of fell out?
I'm talking about just when everybody started doing this for the internet. I would say like when Doug passed away, I would say everybody started crashing out on the internet.
You talking about the GDs? You saying the GDs?
That whole little clique, that whole little side from Chicago. I felt like everybody started running to the internet instead of like just making music and just working, if that makes sense, Everybody was rappers. Now they're all comedians now. They're all podcasters now. So like,
I ain't gonna lie, it's a lot to get. All right, so let's keep on with the Rooga. All right, so you came up here. You saying there's bad business between you and Rooga, but when
he trying to go on the internet and make it seem like we fell out over beats and percentages.
That's what he said, because I hollered at him on the phone. He said it was just
no, bro. We never had like.
It was more personal.
Yeah, it was more personal. We had actually fell out over the percentages when I was living over there with them, but we had talked it out. We had came to an agreement and everything. You feel me? Like we worked it out. Yeah, it was nothing like it's not like we we disagreed at a certain point. But I'd say after like a day or two, we talked it out. I just went over to his house while they were writing the album down and everything on the whiteboard. And I was like, we need to talk about this. I don't feel right. I'm sitting in my car like, I don't know what's going on. Like, are we working on this? Because I'm out there for music. I'm not out there to fuck around, you feel me? I'm out there wasting my time and my money just to be around and make music and try to like get to that next level. Yeah. That's what I thought was going to happen after all the, I was tricked.
So, damn, tricked is crazy. All right, so where did this disdain come from you and Rooga? Because you like, all right.
Yeah, we're trying to get to the root of it, but also like, what were the glory days? Like, how many years would you say you were actually locked in?
I'd say like 7+ years, bro. I used to, like my friends would look out for me and give him rides to his, my OG crib and stuff like it, because it would look good on me. Like they would go out their way like, oh, let me do this for Rooga. Let me do this, like we was, yeah.
And how'd you get locked in with him in the first place?
I have a friend who produced a beat for him, and Rooga he used that beat off YouTube and didn't give that producer his percentage. So the producer came to me and was like, yo, this person stole my beat off YouTube and took my song or took my beat and ran with it. And I was like, yo, the song's at 1 million views, chill, just try to reach out to him. He was like, nah, screw that. And I was like, all right, well, I'll reach out to him then. So I reached out to him. I was like, let's get in the studio, let's link. We linked in the studio. First song we did, Blickathon, did like 1 million views in 2 weeks. After that, we just looked at each other and was like, let's just lock in. Like, it only makes sense. Our first song did 1 million views in 2 weeks. Let's just keep going.
Yeah.
Kept going, dropped the album together. The album did pretty good. So the album did pretty good.
And that was before, and that's not the first Chicago artist you was working with, though.
No, I was working with like PBG Chemo. You know about PBG Chemo?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was working with him. And that's when I met 16.
Because I used to think PBG Chemo was 16 artists because he was like with him all the time.
Nah, he was just like shooting, shooting the vlogs and like doing his camera work. But basically, Chemo would come over to my house and record. And 16 will come and shoot the video. So that's when I met 16, locked in with 16.
Let's set a year. Like, what year is this? Like, what year do you think?
I want to say 19.
2019.
18, 19.
All right.
I want to say 18. Yeah, I met 16. I want to say 18 or 19. Because we got videos dropped from Blickathon, I think, in 18, 19. And I met 16 way before Rooga and everybody. And I met Doug through Rooga because that's obviously blood.
And at that time, had you never been really like fully associated with any like gang or street?
No.
Right.
I moved there from Portland, Oregon.
Oh, right.
So like I basically had $1,000 saved up for a Honda Civic, and I was like, I just want to do beats. So my family's originally from Chicago. Yeah. So I was like, let me just buy a one-way and just see what the can happen. So I bought a one-way. Lied to these people about housing, saying that I went to the school because you can only stay at the housing if you went to school. So I told them I went to school, and I just got a job and just worked my ass off on beats. Ended up working with artists, ended up taking off. So like, yeah, I wasn't affiliated with nothing. I just got jumped in that. The thing is, I'm not just like an internet producer. I'm gonna show up to the studio. I'm gonna make sure I'm getting pictures with you. I'm gonna make sure we're growing as a brand.
Right.
Like, this is a business, you know. And I don't think the artists look at it like that.
Yeah, because that's kind of the advice that I would give to like a young producer is like, oh, somebody's hopping on your beats, they kind of with you. You got to build that face-to-face rapport because it's like so easy to have a producer just be like an email that you're just going back and forth with that you never really get to know. Yeah,
and not even know that you're right next to them.
But then meanwhile, as a producer, you could be a star, or you could be like a very, very well-known name. We've seen it done. It's not easy, but you can make it happen. You know,
for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, for sure.
So all right. So give us a little backstory to like you just starting to make beats anyway. So you in Oregon just making beats for the fuck of it? Like how you even get in music?
Yeah, so I started out EDM and then I changed friend groups and then from there just ended up doing trap beats, hip hop beats, influenced by Chicago at the time, like Lil Mouse and I wanna say I would say really just Lil Mouse at the time. I was just heavy on Lil Mouse. That's what really like the beats I was listening to. And then ended up moving to Chicago. And I didn't know, what's crazy is I didn't know one person in Chicago when I moved there.
That's because that's
not one person.
Because you said you bought a one-way flight, not even knowing.
One-way flight. The rest I used on the crib for the UIC crib. That's the college out there. It was like $400 for rent. And it was with 5 Indians. So I was sleeping in like a freaking... It was like they told me it was a room, but it was like just like a hallway with no door, nothing. I was like, F it, just thugged it out, just did what I had to do, you know.
Right.
And at the time, your family supporting this, what they thinking?
I didn't really tell them what I was on, really. I told them I was trying to do music. Everybody in my family kind of told me like, they didn't tell me not to do it, but they was like, hey, if this doesn't work out, like don't be sad. Like 1 in a million, make it in music. But they didn't know at the time that internet was booming, and you know, and that your chances are really high of working with people who you always dreamed of working, like, so
did you move to Chicago looking for the drill sound, or you just moved out there?
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Like I went in there, like I remember when Slide was going crazy on the internet and just the radio, and I remember just being like, I want to work with whoever this is, and I Googled it and it was Duck. And then like I didn't even ask to work with Duck. That's what's crazy. All this just fell like just in my hand for just working hard. Like I feel like when you work hard, you don't have to really ask for things. Like it just starts lining up, So like I don't know how I got put in that side. The thing is that side always told me that I could work with whoever I wanted to. They never said you can't work with them. I felt like OTF was more like that because I seen Vaughn went on the cameraman and he was like, we're fucking up cameramans and everybody on that side. And it's like, damn, like
yeah.
But Rooga was always like, you could work with whoever, just don't put us in the same room and we're good. Like he always stressed that, like, Digi, don't let us stop your bag. Like, don't let us. But the other side, they don't look at it like that. You feel me? Like, that's one thing I will give them is they'll always like, I would link with Tay 600. I know deep down Rooga didn't like it, but he, it's business. Like, and he always told me that. They pulled me off to the side, was like, if you let us get in your way of your bag up, we're gonna you up. Like, you need to get out there and,
So Rooga was uplifting and telling you, go get your money. Like,
exactly,
you ain't got nothing to do with this.
Exactly. But it's the other side that I feel like just no one wants to with who I was with. That's just that whole.
It's kind of like the gang or the party that's in power can call more of the shots and can like be a little bit more controlling because they know that the other side doesn't have as much to offer. Whereas somebody like Rooga, he's probably like actually thinking like, yo, I'm gonna lose access to this producer, or he's not even gonna f with us at all if I really like corner him off into just with us. So to him, that's almost like a survival mechanism as well, I think.
See, yeah, right. Now, yeah, it's crazy because there's a producer who signed to OTF, and he had hit me up in the DMs like, you're a huge inspiration, everything. Now, once my interview with, I think Rooga came out, he got signed to OTF, and we haven't talked since then. Like, and I'm not gonna say anything. I haven't said anything to. I already know what's going on.
Yeah,
I know they probably told him, whatever. But like, it's just crazy how that can like stop a relationship from two people. He's not even from Chicago either. So like having two people who aren't from Chicago producing for Chicago artists, like we can't even work together anymore. It's like, for what? Like, because the two heads feel some type of way.
All right, but 50-50 on that, right? Because it's like one of the songs, because I talked to Rooga on the phone recently, when all this shit popped off, I was trying to see like what went left with y'all. Like, I ain't know you did the For Duck song. So that's one of the Rooga's biggest songs where he on there kind of like responding to the so I could see in a way why would feel like, all right, he doing the For Duck song, so like he down there with the GDs. So
that,
like,
and I did the I'm from 63rd song.
So in a way, it seemed like the songs you're doing is kind of like placing you in that box.
Yeah.
But like you feeling different about it. Like you feel like, all right, if I do a drill song with this on one side, then you should be able to do a song with this on the other.
I see what you're saying. I mean, it's business. Like,
some people get away with it.
I feel it. The way I look at it is I'm just sending the beat. Whatever you do with it after, that's on you. Like, that's on you.
So you wasn't at the music video shoot or anything? Like, how much of that do you get involved?
No, I wasn't at that one. No.
Word.
I mean, I'll be behind the scenes at some of them, but not.
I
don't think any diss songs though. I don't think I pulled up. I don't think I want to pull up to something like that too.
What if you were shooting a video, or you were there and they were doing a video where they were dissing people? Would you like definitely not be in that video in particular if it was like a real diss song? You were always kind of trying to play both sides.
No, no, for sure, definitely.
Was you always trying to play both sides? Or at one point you felt like, all right, I'm with the GD, so I am locked in with the GDs. I was trying to play
everything. Like that's why I linked with Take 600 or Take Capone. Right. I feel like that's why I did all that. And I was also talking with THF Twin before he passed away. Like there's people who they didn't really sides with. And especially with them beefing with Fonzo and everything, like, and I was rocking with Fonzo and KJ the God and all them tough, like, they didn't really like that, So
it's kind of just forcing you to have to like pick relationships.
I really held it down because I believed in the business. Like I looked at it as a business. Like, okay, we all like me. I don't know if you know Billy Cock, the video guy. The video guy. Me, him, and Rooga all met in the same week. Word. So it was crazy how. We all, like, it was producer, cameraman, artist, and we all were like, all right, we're all just going to work for free, and we're all just going to get this down the line, or down the road later. Like, we'll talk about it later type.
Right.
Now we're all kind of, like, split. It's like
so Billy and Rooga don't rock with each other.
They cool. Right. I know they still working, for sure. I seen them.
So you're just more so, like, kind of split. All right, so let me ask you this
like,
then.
It's not like the three heads is there anymore. You feel me? It's like, it's just anchored away. Like, I feel like that motion that we had with every song we dropped was doing like 500,000 views plus. You feel me? Like instantly.
The three heads being Duck, Rooga, and
me, Billy, and Rooga.
Oh, okay.
Just like as a, like the team. You feel me? Like just building our foundation. JHE, I guess.
Yeah.
But did you feel like Rooga had like the business mind state to actually take serious? Because
I did at the time. I did, because he was moving a lot smarter than like a lot of the artists out there. Like he always told me like there's a lot of people like to play with guns and stuff, you feel me? But he always showed you that you don't got to go nowhere with a gun, because you just don't put yourself in the position where you go somewhere where you would need one. Like he's really he's smarter when it comes to business. Like that's the thing, is he always say that I got paid and stuff, but it's like he trying to make it seem like it was under his vouch for it. Like he had nothing. He had a manager at the time.
Yeah.
And the manager pulled up at me. I was bartending I was bar backing at the time. And he pulled up with the contracts and was like, sign this, because we didn't agree on stuff. So I was like, nah, I need 50-50 because I did my research. And he was like, all right. He pulled up and it said 50-50. I was like, for real? He was like, sign it, or I'm gonna think twice. And I was like, yeah. Went and signed that, got that going. They ended up kicking the manager off to the side. Now I'm stuck with this 50-50, which I know he doesn't want me to have. You feel me? I know Rooga deep down doesn't want me to have 50-50.
He feel like you should get less than the 50?
Exactly, because the conversations we had when we fell out, like before we fell out, like it was way different, way different.
All right, so let's talk about that. So, all right, you had a deal where you was getting 50% of the song.
Of the song and publishing.
That is a high ass percentage, though.
It's a high percentage, but it's like there was no label at the time, so there was no money behind it. We were just dropping on YouTube, so it was like I'm willing to drop percentages down if you're gonna show me money that you're gonna put into marketing, because that's money I'm not coming up with to market the song. So if you show me like I got 10 bands, 20 bands, I'm gonna take down 20, 30%. You could have that because you put in money to make it go up. But if you just drop it on YouTube, like I need that 50, like I gotta eat. I'm up at 3, 4 in the morning making these beats for you so you could wake up and write. Like I need to eat too.
See, it's like this weird situation because it's like, all right, a lot of the Chicago guys who were making music, they didn't know what they had either at one point, and then maybe you probably didn't know. All y'all guys didn't know what it was gonna be, right? So it seemed like you guys were just making music, all coming together. But then when you go back and look at the business side of it, it's like, damn, 50% of a song is a lot when you go look at it. Technically, because think about it,
especially if you got somebody else on the song, you're all getting 33.
And now, so
that's what they don't like.
Never mind, you got 2 producers on it. Now you're getting 25.
Right.
So was it a situation where after you felt like, hey, because Rooga probably didn't want to give you 50%?
I feel like that's why honestly, because there was a time where we were working for like 3 or 4 years. And then once he got introduced to Ye and all that, we had stepped away for a second.
What?
I felt like, I don't know if he didn't want to, I don't know why he didn't want to bring me around. Who knows? I'm not really like worried about that. But the thing is, I just wanted to keep making music. But he had stepped away, and that's when I started gravitating towards 6700, Bonzo, and then he didn't like that. So I felt like there was also that in the air, that like, because they were going at the time with the whole Fonzo stealing from them and
oh yeah, because somebody supposedly stole a PS5 out the crib or something.
So I could feel some tension. Didn't really bring it up to him though, but I could feel some tension. Like, but it's not even like that. Like I don't pick sides. I don't do that. Like,
and then you're really getting put in a box where it's like, all right, so all the BDs and OTF and all them ain't with me, but then even within the GDs, now we're having to sort of section off the GDs. Like you got issues with half of these.
So I'm in the middle of that one. It's like, man, bro, like like. But then after the Ye, basically what happened was he went with Ye, did all what he did the, what is it, down to 1, down to 2.
Down to 1, down to 2, maybe for Wolves, or after Wolves, before Wolves. And so then, he did the tour too, right? Because he was a part of the tour.
He did the opening. I remember he opened up in the arena in Chicago. He performed the GD anthem. Yeah, that's what they didn't like. Yeah, they was sick about that. I just seen
because that's the one that Dirk talked about in the academics interview, right? Where he was supposed to be there, and then he had to tell Ye, like, hey, it ain't happening.
Yeah, that shit. It's crazy though. But
you said you just seen who? You was finna say you seen something.
No, I was gonna say I seen Aiden Ross stream the other day. He was talking about he was rocking GD hard on there. You saying on GDN.
Yeah.
I was like, what? But that was at the time where that song was going up.
Yeah.
So it was just funny how like just one song.
Who did that beat? You didn't do that beat. So no. All right. So when did you and Rooga have the talk where it's like, all right, yo, 50% might be too much? Because obviously
this
y'all
was in Vegas. I'd say a couple years ago. I was in Vegas for a year with them. Towards the end of the year of me being with them, that's when we kind of like think we talked like a month before I left, because it was like, I don't know, bro, just it wasn't it. I felt like I was being used out there. Like I felt like all the motion from all the Ye stuff kind of died down, and then they needed someone to come fill some parts and shit. Like this crazy, bro. Like I don't know. Like imagine showing up. I was driving a Ford Flex at the time. Yeah. Imagine showing up to a Grammy after party in a Ford Flex because we ain't got no car to go in or nothing. Like, come on, bro. Like that's why it's so frustrating, because everybody thinks I'm living this Ye dream and I'm out here getting all this and around Ye and shit. But it's like, bro, I'm just trying to make beats and find the next artist, you know? Like, I'm not even working with them anymore. Whatever, you know? I'm not trying to say too much, but, you know, you see where I'm going.
Did you feel like Rooga changed up a bit from the Ye thing? Like, because he supposedly got, like, a lot of money from that, right? Did you see him start acting differently as a result of that? A lot of people, if they get a couple $100,000, they're going to act different.
Yeah, but, like, I don't mind it because I'm just trying to make music. Like, if we're not making music, that's when I don't mind it, because it's like, come on, bro. Like, we done started. Like, you don't gotta give me nothing. Just put me in a room and, like, let's work, you know? But, like, I don't know. Everybody's like, oh, I know he just seen you with Ye. And like, bro, I ain't never been around Ye. Like, what are you talking about? Like,
they're just assuming that
because I'm so locked in with Rooga. You would think, you know, but like
you're going to spend time. Like he gets offered to spend time and work with like Kanye, the most influential rap producer like ever, like one of the most influential producers ever. You'd think he would probably maybe bring his producer. Like that would make sense. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
but at the time, to be fair, you said you was hanging out with his ops a little bit, so like.
Yeah, but
it's kind of like
I brought them together. Like my crib, I remember this is how blind I was to Chicago.
Yeah,
I had JG over, and I was like, okay, they GDs. Then I've met KJ the God through 16. I was like, okay, they're GDs. I was like, what if I put 2 GDs in a room? So I invited both of them over to make music. I brought one of Rooga's homies. I didn't want to bring Rooga right away. I brought Fat Boy just to like ease it out. Fat Boy ended up getting along with KJ, and they was like, I was like, y'all gotta like. Let's get in the mix. So they got in the mix. KJ did a song with Rooga. They all started mixing. And then Fonzo went on the tour with them with the Big Boogie, and that whole situation fell out with him stealing money, being with JHE and stuff. But like, I don't know, like, and like never went missing at my crib when Fonzo and them was at my crib. But go missing when JHE's there. Honestly, I think that like, I feel like the people Rooga around, like he not even, I feel like that's why his mindset f***ed up. You're wrong, the wrong people. Like, I don't know. It's just.
You seen hurt too though.
It's frustrating, bro, holding it down 6-7 years plus for somebody who just like, I don't know, you just kind of like threw it in my face. Cause I felt like I was invited out to Vegas because he f***ed off whatever.
The Kanye situation?
Yeah, that whole I felt like personally I got brought into Vegas because of that.
All right, like, so break it down. When you say brought into Vegas, cause like so you was living in Chicago, you was living in Vegas?
I was living in Chicago, and then I had moved, I think, back to Portland for like 3 or 4 months, just, you know, because I was away from my dad the whole time and my mom. So I was like, I need to spend time with them, like getting old and everything. So I go back and he calls me, Digi, we need to get back to it. Digi, I need you. You know, the last song we had, bro, it went up.
And
millions, we do millions.
And this is while he was working with Kanye and shit. You get that phone call?
Nah, this was after all that. Right, so sure. I get the phone call and then I go out there and. I mean, don't get me wrong. He's still locked in with Ye. Bro's still writing for them and stuff. Bro's still writing for, I'm not gonna say who, but like some big people. But this was during after all that. This wasn't during it, you know.
All right.
So that's what people think is like, how was there during it? Now we had stepped away.
So then y'all locked back in.
Got locked back in. Kind of made me think that we were gonna be locked in. I was there for 8 months, 9 months. And then
all right, question. This go around, do you know this? Y'all have a talk about splits this time, or it's already in the area?
We just know. We just like I felt like we were the type that just knew like, all right, it's 50-50. Like
even still after the gay shit.
Yeah, even when I flew back out, felt like it was that. Now, that was right when I got back. Right when I flew there though. When I got to Vegas, I felt like that was the narrative. It was like, all right, 50-50. You know, I would say 6 or 7 months in, that's when we had the talk and was like, okay, like. This ain't gonna work out because they was working on an album. And this album was supposed to drop in December, and then it moved to January. Then it moved to Valentine's, and I was just like, "What are we doing?" Like, but he couldn't pay for the producers to get their beats, to get all the rights. And I'm sitting here telling him, "You got a producer in front of you who's willing to do all this for free. Just just work with me." And he's like, I just don't get it. Like, that's what it was.
I gotta be fair. He said that he'll play like 40 of your beats. He said he'd play like 40 of your beats.
That's
and
it. Funny.
Through a lot of your shit.
He's saying you're like this weak ass producer, but it's like that doesn't really align with the fact that you guys had spent so much time together, made so many of his biggest songs, etc. Like that was kind of weird to hear him say.
Right.
That.
So I had started a producer group called Prada Collective, and basically I have some producers out in Europe who would send me beats. And they love Rooga's music. So I was like, okay, I'm around Rooga every day. Let me get y'all some, let me do this for the group. Let me get y'all some beats for them. Yeah. So when he went on there trying to clown me, talking about, the only beats that are harder is you're not even making the beats. It's like, bro, I'm doing my job as like a producer. I'm trying to like really start a brand and start something. Like I'm trying to start a business. And this is me trying to start a business. So you clowning me for trying to put my heart into something is like, it's crazy. You feel me? Like that's, like what? Like what are you even clowning? Like I'm over here trying to get other producers in the mix. Like you don't realize, like the more producers you have, the better your music's gonna be.
Especially because he just went off and got probably more money than he ever made from his own music for writing music for other people, and you're kind of sitting there like, yeah, okay, like I don't have the ability to go write for Kanye, you know, like, so you're getting money somewhere else, and you kind of clowning me for trying to like take the business more serious.
Right. Now, yeah, I feel like they used me, bro. The house was on Section 8. They didn't even let me know, and they was having me pay the full rent, talking about I was paying half. So like,
wait.
Yeah, bro. This get deep, bro. You
got to break, because I ain't right now,
bro.
To be fair, hold on. To be fair, I'm watching this, and it just sounds. I'm looking at it like it sounded like you was being a little greedy, 150%. So that's why Rooga like, damn, I could just give you 2,000. But now when you saying like that, so break it down.
I feel like they really flew me out there to pay off that crib for them. And what's crazy,
this is after the Kanye West.
This is all after. This is after. I feel like me personally, I feel like he fucked off all the money. I feel like he fucked off all the money, and then he needed Digi, because Fat A had a kid, E-Will had a kid. They ended up moving out, traveling to jail. So now the crib's open. He's like, oh, shit, like, what I'm gonna do? So now just Devo's over there. You feel me? It's me and Devo. And then that's when it's just me, Devo, and Rooga. No one else.
And then what year this is now?
It was like 2 years ago.
So
it's like 23, 24, I want to say.
So y'all all living in Vegas, but you saying the house on Section 8, and you're the only one paying
Our crib is on Section 8. He off doing his own, you know, he living good. He's straight. Sure. Our crib's off Section 8, but they having me pay full price. Now we thinking about moving and getting up out of there, and that's when I checked the prices on the places around here. What the hell? Why does it say it's this much? Why does it say it's this much? You know?
But
that's grimy.
That is crazy.
That's
but
pretty grimy.
Is that, do Rooga know that? Because he got his own crib.
Yeah, he told me that. It was under him and his people. It was under his people. He knew, and I called him out on it, and he denied it. And then, like, I think a day later or something, he had admitted to it. He had called me and was like, hey, this is really what's going on. And I was like, hey, bro, I would have never cared. You just got to tell me. Like, I'm here to work. I would have paid the full price. It's just I feel like I'm getting gypped now. So then I pay half of that price, and it's still not even what the, you know what I'm saying?
And how much was rent at this time?
It was like a little under 1,000.
Word.
So I was paying a little under 1,000 for it was like a super small 2-bedroom. You feel me? Like my dog couldn't even move in that. It's tiny, you know, which I have no problem doing. We just got to work though, and let's make this money. But when I'm there for 7-8 months, we don't drop one song. I'm out there paying damn near for everything. Like I don't know. Like the only thing he has on me is I was $100 rent short like the last month, and he was just bugging over it, like bugging, like I need that, like Digi, like you, like I'm like, bro, it's all like, and the only reason why I was 100 short is because I was in LA paying for some of their shit, like while we were out at with the Grammys and stuff. So, and I explained that to him. I was like, I spent a little extra money, whoop-de-woo.
So Rooga
I felt like that's when I was just like, bro, I gotta get out of here. Like,
so Rooga took you to the Grammys?
$100, Grammy afters.
Word.
Yeah.
Damn. So
Malik Yusuf and we went to Ty Dolla $ign's after party at his studio. They ended up getting into it with Ty Dolla $ign.
Wait, what? Over what?
Man, over the security, looking at him weird. It was just us, me, Devo, Rooga, Fat Boy, and they get into it with Ty Dolla security and shit. I'm like, bro, this is a good opportunity for me as a producer. Like, I was the first person to walk into a studio, walked right up to him, shaked his hand. My name's Digi. I was like, all right, bet it was smooth. Hour or two later, we getting kicked out. I'm like, bro, like that's when I was just like, I gotta get up out of here, bro. This is the wrong group to represent myself with, because like they had went and flew to Chicago to do like a basketball game or something like that. And that's when I was like, get my shit and did.
Oh, so you did it on some like behind, like some sneaky shit where it's like,
got up out of there. Fat Boy was still at the crib. He was passed out on the couch. He woke up. Digi, where you going? I'm like, I'm gone. He's like, you gonna leave me here? I'm like, hell yeah. Because he didn't go to Chicago with him. He was in Vegas by himself. So like he looking at it like, damn.
Do you think that they're frustrated with the situation as well?
For sure. They needed me. They needed me. They needed my car to pick people up. They needed me. Like they needed my like you know what it's like going to a Grammy after parties in a Ford Flex, Remo? That shit is, bro, you got to park like 4 blocks down.
That's what I was thinking. I'm like,
we were going to shows in the Ford Flex.
But I done seen Rooga with big 100Ks on the shoulder and shit. So, ain't no way you telling me this. Like,
bro, that shit gonna be gone.
We're gonna FaceTime me with the big.
We all know the internet. Like, yeah, we know how the internet work.
Yeah, because this is rap where it's like you take a picture with 100,000, people really think you have 100,000.
And then you come and talk to me, what's behind the scenes, it's like, you wouldn't, like, the whole time I was in Vegas, they thought I was living this crazy facade life. Like, I was like, whoa, no.
That's what it looked like though.
Babysitting. I was there babysitting.
Damn.
Like, I felt like I was babysitting. Like, I don't know. I felt like, yeah, you see how I feel. I'm just frustrated, bro.
Yeah, you frustrated, but it seemed like it's love there, but it's like also
it's love for sure. It's just
all right. So
it's love for sure.
He said that you doing all this. So why come out and say all this now? Because he said
I don't want to be a part of that. I don't want nothing to do with JHE, whole GD, anything. I'm from 63rd, nothing. I don't want nothing to do with that.
All right, let's talk. But he said, he basically saying that you cloud chasing a little bit because he said like, I ain't had no, he said y'all fell out like 2 years ago. So this is all random.
If anything, I learned this from him. Like he the king of the internet when it comes to this. And every time he says some like, oh, I don't do the internet. Like he texts you, I could show the text. I could literally show the text. He like, I don't even do this internet. And then 5 minutes later, that's when he made all those posts of him tagging me. And like, oh, your beats are weak and all this. I was like, bro, you just texted me saying like, he was like, you want a reaction? I'm not going to give you a reaction. Gives me a reaction. Like he's the king of the internet when it comes to this. You don't know how to not reply. He's always going to reply. Like with the whole.
I feel like Rooga be chilling a little bit compared to a lot of the others that be doing the internet. I don't be really seeing.
He's a lot more.
He is ducked off. You won't see him.
You don't see Rooga really be chasing it like that. That's why I'm confused with y'all because like Rooga don't be chasing it like that, and I don't really see.
I never came to the internet with
none of this type shit.
None of this stuff because I just didn't like. I don't know. I felt like people would see me not work with him and then just be like, okay, he good to go. But nah, this is like stamped.
So this is you basically just like putting it out there that you don't f with them no more.
It's love. I just don't want nothing to do with them. Like they showed me what would happen if we went to the top again. Like how you got brought into like one of the biggest artists in America hands damn near.
Yeah.
And like I seen who can you link with that's bigger than that? That's gonna put me in a position like I just don't trust you in that situation again. I want nothing to do with it. Like everybody over there showed me. Like I'm the one who got Debo started rapping. I'm the one who was recording all that. Fat A. I'm the reason why JHG, damn near all of them were rapping because I kept telling them every day, you guys are just sitting here. You guys need to start rapping. Like you guys got to start doing something. And that's when they started rapping. And then it's like, even with Lil Mo's first songs were with me. Like Rooga recorded him at his house. Yeah, but like they would send Lil Mo in an Uber to my house and just record. And we just make songs like to get him started, you know.
It's so confusing to me how some of those dudes could be lazy because it's like, bro, if you're in this position, like you better rap. Like you gotta rap like you're fighting to save your life. Like you're gonna die homeless in the streets because it's honestly for some of the people that we're talking about, it's like not far off. Like you without rapping, like what the are you gonna do? Like you better be rapping every time you get 5 minutes in the studio. You better put down a couple bars.
I feel like they get content with like city clout.
Yeah,
I think that's what does a lot of people. Like they're content with city clout. Once they have that juice in the city, it's like, okay, I could chill back, kind of like. But now I'm trying to get to that next level. You know, I'm trying to get. I mean, me personally, I'm not in front of Ye and them. You know, I'm trying to get to there though. And if you can help me, then I can help you.
So I ain't gonna lie, it sound like you a little salty with him because he ain't introduce you to the Ye a little bit too though.
Nah, that's the thing.
Did you have that text like, hey? Try me? Did you even hit him up on some shit like that?
No, because I like to see how people move and just move off that. So I saw like I didn't get no call or nothing, which is cool. You know, it's cool. I'm not tripping. Like I feel like I'm still gonna get to where I need to get no matter what. I just need all that set aside because my mind is so 1 foot in and 1 foot out. But it's like I really should have just took both feet out and just kept going like in another lane. Like with that Thunky Man, really should have just went up. Just turned up with that, but I was so worried about looking bad on Rooga's side because I was so locked in. I was like, I don't want to reflect this and be like, oh, Thunky Man is Rooga's producer. You feel me? And he kept saying that's my producer. He really came on here and said I'm his producer. And what's crazy is J Mane, I think right before he did your interview, he literally was like, I linked up with Rooga and you said you don't with Digi. And I remember ignoring that when I seen it on YouTube. I ignored it. I was like, nah, you wouldn't say that. Now I'm looking at it like. That definitely said that
because the J Mane content or the beats that you did for him, like when did that come around? Like early on when you were still cool?
That was right after Blickathon,
right?
So I'd say like 19, 20.
That was just a little side quest doing a bunch of beats for him.
He had hit me up was like he remixed Blickathon and that's when I was like, what's up, bro? You just tap in with me for the beat, I'll send you some more. He was like, all right, bet. And I said, okay, well, we're gonna go 50-50. That's cool. He said, yeah. So then I got the DMs. I'll even show them right here. Just J Main. For everybody that want to see this, because everybody keeps saying I'm bogus and this and that. Man.
It's funny though, because you're like
he agreed to 50-50.
You're one producer who's like actually willing to stand up for themselves. Yeah. And like obviously the artists are gonna paint you as being like an insufferable brat that was just asking for
I just see him
much,
complaining about someone stealing his money or something like that the other day or something. I was like
J Main? He was talking about the IRS, I think. That like he owed hella taxes and that he had to get rid of his chain, I guess.
How do I show DMs on here?
We'll put it up there. You can just show us.
Send it to us, yeah.
And just send it to that.
But if you want to show us, I guess.
Yeah, go through.
So what year?
You can start from the top. You can start from or whatever.
All right, hold on. That's 2019, June 19, 2019.
Well, what year was it?
2019.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I took down like 20 million views just because I like. That's the thing is like a lot of producers live for that. Like that's $1 million. They live for 1 million views. Like that's what they're gonna get their whole life. Like I feel like I just took a bunch of like people's lifetime views down because it's like if I'm not getting paid for it, what the.
But all right, so yeah, let's break that down. So look, all right, you said you took down 20 million views, but you got a 50% split
on Rooga's music, not J Main. I didn't get anything on J Main.
So what you and J Main had organized?
I just showed you. We just agreed on 50-50. He said, "Oh, cool."
And then what? You started sending him a whole bunch of beats, and then
we dropped like 16 songs. We did the I think it was called Tuka's Revenge 2 or something like that, or Tuka's Revenge. Did that album. We did a bunch of solos.
Yeah.
But a lot of the solos had like millions of views on YouTube, like and streaming platforms. Like it wasn't just like.
And are you just sending him beats, or you and J Main locked in? Like you pulling up on him? Like what was y'all
pulling up on me? Yeah, he pulled up at my crib. Like I was sending beats. Don't get me wrong. Like he go to the studio do his thing, but there was times where he would pull up to my crib and we just kick it. That's why it's like I thought we was friends, bro. Like he done tricked me too.
So I
thought we was friends.
So you get 50% on like most of Rooga's bigger songs.
Every song.
How much is that?
50%.
Yeah.
It's 50%.
Yeah, but like how much? Because if you tell us how much you make, then we know how much he makes. I mean, Rooga right now has 85,000 monthly listeners on Spotify, which is modest, I would say.
Yeah, and that's just not even like dropping. That's what's crazy. Like I feel
that's just natural. We ain't even dropped recently.
That's the thing is these Chicago artists have their own natural little fan base. They don't they don't need other fan bases to get put on. That's why I feel like so many Chicago artists can get put on because their own city will put them on.
Yeah.
And they'll follow them for the rest of their life because all Chicago knows is Chicago. Yeah. They don't want to know Cali. They don't want to know that. They feel like it's weird when they come out here because they don't talk the same lingo. They don't move the same. They don't,
I mean,
and I said, I get it.
Before Bezu even passed his interview clips, he had like a lot of like interview clips that had 1 million views on YouTube from clips, which is like pretty crazy when you consider that, like, I mean, especially before he passed, like, he's not a famous rapper, he's not a super legendary like dude in the same way, but from a Chicago perspective, people were fascinated by this dude. It's like
you go on someone on the West Coast, ask who that is, they'll be like, huh?
Yeah.
What? But like, it's a whole different world over there. I feel like, really.
So, how do you feel about the situation now, though? Like moving forward, and like
I want nothing to do with it. I want nothing to do with it.
No GDs at all. You done with all the GDs?
I'm just done with the Chicago, just all the Chicago shit. Like, I feel like because I got GD homies in Portland, like it's all love. Like it's not like they even called me. It was like no one's gonna touch you.
Because people were offended because
for sure there was hella internet trolls. Like
because you said that Larry Hoover wouldn't approve of what.
Right, but I feel like if you're a big GD and you go on your phone and you get offended by a white boy talking some shit on his story, like I feel like you just like I don't know. This is just I don't think they really looking at that, bro. I feel like it's all the internet trolls like that are talking like just people who fake it to make it type shit.
Because I've kind of thought this a lot of times over the years is that I don't take a side or anything, but when you look at like a lot of the GD stuff that's gone on in Chicago in terms of the rappers, famous rappers, and them not being able to stay cool and the label falling apart right away and like all that shit. And then meanwhile, you kind of look at the BD side of things there's a lot of lore that we want to know about the BD side of things that we don't really know. And there's YouTubers trying to put pieces together and stuff, but like you still can't get them to talk about what happened when they robbed Sosa's house. You know, you could interview any of those dudes. Like they're just, it seems like they do a better job of kind of keeping their business internal together and not talking about.
And I feel like that's where the other side kind of went wrong, was when they all started doing all these podcasts and doing all these interviews. And like, yeah, because like they're just, I don't know, like even Say Cheese, he's messy, bro. They did that Rooga Say Cheese interview at my house, at my apartment. And he asked a question that was like, it made us end the whole interview. He asked him, because Dusky's funeral got shot up. So he had asked them if Doug's funeral was going to be at the same spot. And it was just like,
yeah, that's a crazy question.
It was just like what, bro? Like, why even ask that? Like,
and what, Rooga tweaked out and just ended the interview?
I think, yeah, we were just like, yeah, it just made things weird,
bro. But then Sean Conn don't want the bad look, so he cut that part out probably.
Oh, for sure.
And then meanwhile, me,
don't know behind the scenes,
I got Rooga throwing poop at me and being mad as like I just left it in. Run it. But yo, that's funny. He had 2 different interviews, and because he got offended by what the interviewer was asking. Kind of tells you that maybe the interviewers weren't necessarily the problem. But how'd you feel about that situation when he turned up on us? Me specifically.
Honestly, I think I was away from them already, so I was just like looking at it like it didn't surprise me. Yeah, I think it was right after that. Honestly, I was just like, it didn't surprise me, and I knew what went down. Because I know them so well. I knew how this played out. I felt like, because you guys, I feel like you guys had tension at the time. So I feel like he might have went in here like, oh, that's squashed. Like, it's out the way. And then knew he was going to act up on you.
Yeah.
And acted up on you.
That is
like
what happened.
It's kind of like that. Me and him.
Because I wasn't planning on having him on an interview. It was supposed to be an interview with the other JG guys.
Yeah, but
and then
exactly. I had to talk with him for like a whole 30 minutes. Like, yo, if you're going to come, it's going to be good and valid. And he gave me his word. Yeah, and I think, and to be fair, I think he was going to be cool. I think Adam was just saying shit that was triggering him. So he was just like, then I'm gonna turn up. I don't know if he came with intention to do that, but that's just how it
I mean, honestly though, like if you watch it, the energy that he was given for the first 20 minutes or whatever it was definitely like not the friendliest energy. But he was kind of talking normal at certain parts, but then there was other parts where it was like, oh man, this guy's mad as f. He just don't want to say
when they're
it.
dry, you just know that they don't want to be here.
Yeah.
But they're like, yeah.
But then a lot of people were hating because the other dudes stuck around afterwards. They thought that was like disloyal to like finish out the interview. But which I kind of understood it from my perspective, because it's like this was their interview. But then when like your CEO or the leader gets booted out of there by security and like you stick around, like I could see how people would look at that a certain way.
I could see that too.
I appreciated it, but
yeah. I could see that.
Yeah, no, I think Rooga, because Rooga knew it was their interview. I think him sitting down next to them made it bigger for them or whatever. Yeah. And like he didn't want to just step on their toes and ruin what they got going on by just making everybody lead type. But it looked funny in the comments because I seen people saying like, yo, why the f ain't leave? But damn, bro, I just be sorry. In your words, break down J Maine's story, because I heard you say you created J Maine.
Like that's what we got going on. We got the Thunky Man situation going on.
So how did the birth of Thunky Man even start? Break it down one more time for the people who don't know.
Shit, I gave birth to my son.
Cause J Maine said he created.
That's really my son.
J Maine said he created No Jumper and Adam and Remo. And you said on your story that you created J Maine.
Because he basically was the reason why J Maine went homeless. And J Maine going homeless was like really what got my attention and made me be like, let's interview him. And I mean, he already was doing his thing before that, but that did kind of take him to a next level. I think that was his biggest interview.
All right, so that definitely break down the lore from your eyes, from what you seen.
Shit, from what I seen, I took his shit down. Yeah, it happened to be on Dirk's birthday. I don't know, just the luck of time. Took it down on Dirk's birthday. I remember him putting like dreads in his hair or something, or like putting hair in his head, and he like dyed the tips blonde or something, to like mimic or something like that. And then he did the homeless thing, which like I'm not knocking none of this, because like he done turned up with this shit.
Creative.
Like, in all my old interviews, I said, J Man, I hope you learn from this and just do better. And looked like he did good, you feel me? But anyways, he did the homeless narrative, and then after that, it was you guys. I want to say it was you guys, right?
Yeah. So all right. So
I remember watching his videos because of the homeless. And that was what really made me start watching the older stuff.
Some lore between
that's how
that.
y'all found out about
That's
it.
how me and you even got in tune. It's because this one I think I just started working at No Jumper and I'm doing the social media shit more at the time. And I made the post saying Dirk got J Mane's channel deleted. Now he's homeless.
That's when I reached out to you.
You reached out to me and was like, no, that's not the real story.
Yeah.
He ain't paying me for this money and shit. But I just ran with the homeless shit with Dirk for a little bit, and it kind of turned him up. He did the interviews or whatever, and then from there it just turned to what it grew.
Nah, for sure.
But that's how you reached out to me and saying that, hey, he owe you money. So, all right, how long were you reaching out to him to get that money?
I was reaching out for like, I'll say like almost 2 years, bro. I didn't even want to say 2.5 years. I just said,
how much money did he owe you though? Because if it's 50%,
who knows?
So
now,
you don't even know.
I was added to one song. Now that one song, I want to say made like 1,500 to like 200 in like I want to say a month. It was something like good because the song did millions of views. It was with Billionaire Black. It was called BDK Anthem.
You want to be with the
but anyway, yeah.
Right,
anyways, I see the check on that song. This was like after everything else was pushed out. I see the check on that, so I finally got him to agree to one song. He was like, me and Billy. He's like, Billy's on the song too. I said, nah, y'all gonna have to split y'all and I need my 50. He was like, all right, whatever. Gave me it. Seen that, and I was like, at the time I was dealing with Rooga's manager and everything, so I was learning and learning all the percentages.
Yeah.
And like what I was owed. And I was like, bro, like if you could add me to one song, why can't you add me to the other songs? Because it's all on the same platform, DistroKid. So I'm like, bro, why is it that hard? And I'm starting to see now why.
Because he's starting to see
he's
like
making money off it.
You
And like
half the shit.
Exactly. Just great.
So if you had to guess how much you think you took or he owed you at the time, if you just had to put a number on it.
Decent amount. Say a decent amount.
More than 10?
Yeah, because that song was only at 1 million views. We had other songs at like 2-3 million views, multiple songs, you feel me?
Yeah.
And this is like you getting paid off, not just YouTube, you getting paid off everything through DistroKid. You get Apple Music, Spotify, Amazon, whatever it is, so it wasn't just the YouTube money. Like that's the thing is these artists eat the YouTube money. Producers don't get any of that. That's one thing we have to forfeit because whoever's channel it goes on, I don't think you could do splits on YouTube like that. I've never seen that. Like
So all the 50% that you eating is on the back end from Apple Music and Spotify. Exactly. You're not even looking at YouTube money.
No, I don't get any. No, producers don't get YouTube money unless you copyright your beat and then they use your beat and it's already like what do they call it? Where they when you track things throughout the internet. Content ID.
Content ID, and they actually
content ID your beat, and then they track it to whatever it'll copyright and claim for you. Other than that, you don't see no YouTube money as a producer.
That's interesting. Those splits on YouTube, I never even thought about that.
That's why they'll do like artists like Rooga and Billy. They'll do like I'll throw you one video, and then you do one for my channel, you do one for your channel, so then it evens out. Because if the cameraman puts it on the artist channel, the cameraman doesn't get anything.
Yeah.
So
all right, what did you learn from like? Even like just looking at it now in hindsight, do you feel like you was asking for too much, or you feel like 50? Are you still going around like, hey, I need them 50% splits with everybody?
50, unless I need 50. Like independent artists, I feel like we should normalize that. Like if you're an independent artist with no budget, nothing, and you need a free beat, we need our 50%. Unless you can come to us with a budget and be like, all right, I'm gonna put this up for music video, put this up for marketing. Then it's like, why am I going to give you a percentage of my percentage if you're not doing anything for my percentage? You got to do something for my percentage.
Because by you making a beat for someone or making 10 beats that get used by artists, it's like you're basically saying, I want 50-50 if you're not giving me an upfront amount. Like if you give me a couple grand per beat, like I'm willing to say, all right, like these are yours now. But the other option is we do 50-50. And then if these songs, because you're taking the risk, because you could work really hard on 10 beats and make 10 dope songs, and those songs never go anywhere, and then you just did all that work for nothing. So
right. No, that's so they could, even if they pay like 3,000 or 4,000, we still get a percentage on the track. We just get a super small percentage. Like now they'll give you like 2%, 3%. Like I'm on a track with, BAKJ. I'm literally arguing with 10K. 10K, you guys need to pay the up, bro. Like you guys, everybody I've talked to and asked about 10K, bad business. Everybody, they owe me money. Like 10K, Christian, you know what you're doing? Stop it. whatever camera's looking at me, stop it. You guys made me sign this contract that I just signed, and now you guys want to go ghost again. Like, they're just bad business, bro. I don't like 10K. But basically, there's 4 producers or 3 producers. 3 producers on the track. The engineer got it placed, so they're putting him on there. We're all splitting it. We each get 0.75% of the track. So if the song does, I want to say, the song does what, like 100,000, we get like $750.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like what? Like, and they gave us like I think it was like 2,000, 1,500 advance, and we all have to split that, I think. So like, what the like? Yeah. What? Like, that's 10K for you.
Yeah.
So 10K projects
stuff. Oh man.
Yeah, no, that's rough. So like, all right, what is the future of like doing business with artists and shit? Like, what do you? How do you feel like rappers?
A camera. So I don't know if you've seen, but I've been on a couple of tours. I've been as a cameraman. I was on the Rio de Young OG and the Amine. I don't know if you know who Amine is. He's from Portland. So
he was on
like
the Double XL cover back in the day. Yeah.
And he's doing the shoes now with I think it's New Balance.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So he got brought onto that one. Now I'm trying to just shoot videos because I realize if I shoot the videos and make the beat, like that's double the profit.
Honestly, that is the mentality I would recommend for anybody out there is like, become the video guy, become the producer, become the guy who can design a t-shirt, become like especially if you're in like the early stage of your career before you're like super successful, because like at some point if you become the video guy who's on call every single day to do videos, you're not going to have time to pick up additional skill sets. Like even right now I would love to learn how to use Photoshop to make t-shirt designs or whatever. It just doesn't really make sense at a certain point.
No,
you know,
for sure.
Yeah,
not fact.
But so okay, what if you got hit up by some like people that are very clearly on the other side of the fence from the Rooga situation, and they were like, because I don't think anybody would really have a reason to like set you up or try to like rob you or some shit like that, because you've already made it clear that you're not claiming the other side, so it wouldn't be a W to like do something violent to you or whatever. But what if you got hit up by some like, you know, OTF artist or whatever, and they were like wanting to do a studio session? Would you be happy to do that, even though you would know that there's part of the reason why they wanted to f with you was to sort of throw shots?
Yeah, I don't know. I just want to be comfortable, I feel like. But like there was you guys know who PGF Nook is?
Yeah.
He is someone who was managing him. I think it was like a year ago. I don't know if he still is. I was in Europe at the time, and he calls me. He goes, Digi, I'm with OTF right now. I need some beats. I'm thinking, bro, what? Like, you must not know. Yeah. So I didn't say anything. I sent him some beats. He calls me back like 4 hours later. Bro, why didn't you tell me? He started going, why the f did you? He said, they were looking at me crazy. Like, they said that they were rapping to it until they heard Rooga's tag, my producer tag. They was like, turn that off. Like, he said that they basically told him he better off being a random person from Tennessee. Like, basically saying, like, because he's with them, we're not rapping. Like if he was a random producer from Tennessee, we'd hop on this beat. Yeah. But because he's so associated, so it's like I would work with it. I would work with them. I don't know if in person, I'd have to like
feel it out.
I'd have to really get on FaceTime with someone who I know from that camp is real and keeps it real, has good energy, and like let them know like, all right, you're not gonna get touched. We really here to work. But I don't know. They got their own cliques. They got their own producers. You know, like.
How did you and Tay get locked in anyway? He from that side.
16, bro. 16 was, I think 16 was one of his first interviews.
Yeah, facts. Early on.
Yeah, 16 asked him and he did the interview, and then I was like, bro, like, I with Tay's music, like, put it together. And he put us, I think, in a group chat. And then I went and asked Rooga. He was like, man, you go for it. Just don't leak any of this shit back to each other. And I was like, bet. So I went into the studio, made some songs with him. It's crazy because I want to say there was some diss songs, and we never dropped them. I think we dropped one or two of them. We dropped Red Light 2. I don't know if you ever heard that. And then another one. I think we dropped another one. But yeah.
What's the craziest diss songs you feel like you produced without even?
Not diss song, but I'd say I'm from 63rd. Yeah. Just with the whole FBG Doug and King Von beef. I feel like influence wise, I feel like that song had the most. Yeah, so your pants tight as hell. Like, I remember you bringing that up. I was like, this man funny. Like, I think you asked, who'd you ask about that?
I forget.
You asked somebody about that. You were like, how you feel about that? I was just like, bro, this man. That's when I knew, that's really when I knew my song was like doing something. Was when I seen like someone like y'all bring that up. I was like, okay, this has influence. Like,
let me ask you this. What's the scariest studio situation you had? Like,
man, I've had situations where they'll be recording and, man, Lil Reese at this studio, blah, 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 blah. Bro, what the like,
get up out of there?
Get up out of there. What the
I've been in situations like that,
bro, like,
for sure.
And I don't gangbang, I don't got nothing to do with it. So I'm over here like, man, I hope, pray for Lil Reese, bro.
At that, we're just finna go slide on it?
I have to drop on so-and-so at the studio right now. I'm like, bro, I'm like, I don't, I don't gangbang, so I just like, I just love everybody. So I'm just like, man, I just pray for whoever they slide on. Like, damn, like, shit just though. I'm just here to make music. Why I got to be involved in this?
You ain't never had no crazy happen with you? That you can. I know a crazy story. I don't know if you want to get into it. We'll say no name. All right, we won't say no names, but you can just tell me how true it is. I heard.
Nah, we can say it like.
Nah, I don't want to do all that. But I heard.
I won't say the name, but I'll say like the.
I kidnapped you and made you come. In a sense, kind of. In a way, kind of is kidnapping though. If they force you to go somewhere,
who told
I can't say that. But
he really in the mix. He knows about a lot of wild.
I told one person.
I can't tell you all
16.
that.
16, what the fuck going on?
16 ain't telling me this. I can't tell you all that.
They put pipe to my head and
they
went through
put
my phone and shit.
To make sure you wasn't trying to backdoor.
Make sure I wasn't backdooring, yeah.
So that's one of them though, right? Because I know you didn't have to have more. That's the craziest.
But so what? Some rapper who's not.
It was JHE. It was JHE.
Oh man, this nigga going too crazy.
And what's crazy is after that, I called 16 and 16 told me in capital BOA, boy, you are tweaking if you go with them still. And I said, you know what? I'm about to move in with them. Whoa. And that's when all this happened.
But what caused them to be so suspicious of it?
Because I was with Fonzo at the time. Or not even really with, I was just like, me and KJ are so locked in, like friendship wise, that like, like not even with music. I'll call him just to talk about real life, and I guess they just felt some type of way. They thought I was trying to backdoor or something. But what's crazy is
they went through your phone and shit, but there was nothing there.
Yeah, there was nothing there.
So that's what made you feel comfortable.
I'm a producer, dude. Like I'm there to work.
But why would they think that you was on some backdoor? What was there for them to think like?
I think it was just because I think I was out in LA with KJ, Fonzo, and BA.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's what it might have done it. And then I hit up I want to say it was Ewell. Ewell ain't know nothing about it. He thought I was good. That's why Ewell told me, he was like, boy, slide. He told me to slide. I slid out there. We walked to the store. Someone outside. Get in, go back, pipe to the head. Let me go through your phone, go through my phone. I'm like, and what's crazy is I convinced myself to like understand where they were coming from. That's why I brushed it off. I was like, all right, these my people. Like I'm gonna rock with them. So I ended up going back home. Back to Portland, they call me, we need you. And then that's when like 16 warned me. 16 told me, he was like, you tripping. Like he was like, anybody did that to me, I'm never like talking to them again. I was like, bro, it's business. Like we're about to take off with this.
Do they apologize? Like, yo, sorry we put the gun to your head?
Yeah, I want to say like a week later though. Because I felt like it was an apology.
I feel like that's like an immediate
I felt like it was an
thing.
apology out of like being scared that I was gonna like run and tell somebody or something.
Because like you literally could go tell the cops, bro, and it would not be good. Yeah,
that's what's crazy is like I don't really like. I've been around so much. I feel like a lot of people in my position would have folded years ago. Whether it was just anything like just talking or telling. Like I know a lot of, and I've never ever spoken on anything. You feel me? Like I've held it down because I thought this was a business. I thought we were all gonna take this business to the next level. But it's like, nah.
But it seemed like when I besides that story, which is crazy as, and I mean you still ended up living with them after the fact. I mean, damn near that's getting kidnapped.
But I mean, kidnap is kind of the nice way to say it.
Yeah.
Because most of the time when you get kidnapped, they don't put a gun to your head.
Yeah. But like I was so chill, like that's what I felt like threw them off too. They were wondering why like I wasn't shaking or anything, and like I was just like,
because you knew you was innocent.
I didn't do. Like I would have been tripping if I knew I was doing. But like I didn't like. I'm there to make beats. Can we work on this album?
Yeah.
Got a gun to my head. Can we work on this album?
That's dedication.
But even like, all right, even hearing all this out, right? Like after we just listen to everything, it still seemed like you and Rooga really don't got no problem of recent. It's just like you just really just doing this just to like disassociate yourself so you can work and get more clients.
Nah, it's a problem, bro. Like some of the he said to me when I left, like I can never go back from. That's what I tell everybody to this day. They're like,
what he say that was like so damn. I mean, if niggas could put guns to your head and like that, then what could he say that?
He's been talking in my DMs for the last 2 years to himself, but let's see. He sent like 4 more messages. Yeah, see, look, just paragraphs.
Oh, wow, that is a lot of him and not a lot of you.
Damn, I wish I had my old phone. Yeah. Yeah, just fake, bro. It was crazy. He always be preaching on this story about like fake love and all this. And
it seemed like you hurt though more than anything.
Yeah, bro. Like
you seem like a pretty nice person compared to a lot of the people that you were working with. Realistically,
no, yeah. Like I feel like the last 7 years, 8 years of my life were wasted. Like I feel like I'm back at not even 0.0 because I done made a name for myself, but like I feel like I'm just like back like where I was like I just wanted an artist to just grow with, you feel me? I didn't want someone who was going to get greedy and do all this. Like, we were supposed to do this, take it to the next level. And I feel like I got to put in another 5+ years to do that when it should have just already been capitalized, if that makes sense. Like, I feel like I wasted my time. That's why.
But then would you be where you are right now if you didn't lock in with those people? So, like, it kind of worked out in a way.
For sure. Like, I'm thankful for everything. Yeah. Everything we've done, like, everything, I'd say. Like, the whole journey. It's been cool. It's just the ending of the outcome. You feel me? Like I done learned a lot. I learned about my royalties with the whole J Main situation. Never make that mistake again. Always make sure I get added. You know, like.
And you getting money though.
Yeah.
I'm like, you pulling up, you flying private, not private, but first class and. So like you didn't definitely figure out
chilling. There's other ways to make money besides 50%, if that makes sense. You could sell beat packs, you could sell beats, you could sell knowledge.
Cause I ain't gonna lie, if I'm a rapper, I'm off rip. I'm like 50%. Like then if I get a producer, I'm getting less than what the producer is.
But that's the thing is like that's just with the independent artists. A lot of major artists are signed, so they got budgets, you know.
So you never signed a deal ever?
I signed a publishing, you know, like where admin. It's called an admin deal.
Yeah.
Basically, if you want to collect your publishing without being signed to a label, so they just act as a publisher for you, take a percentage. So that's what I got going on. So I'm getting my publishing, but yeah, like that's the thing. Like there's just a lot of greed in this. Like even with Duck, I've never been paid off Duck's music on the masters. Like publishing, I've collected, but the thing is with publishing, there's so many fake accounts collecting off Duck's music. It's hard.
Really?
It's hard. There's so many fake people collecting because anybody can go make a BMI account and go collect songs. So that's like another scam people are doing. So someone actually was collecting my I'm from 63rd song, and the publisher reached out to me, was like, BeatStars reached out to me. They were like, hey, someone's collecting off this song. Can you verify this? And I was like, bro, I'm the only one on that song.
How can they collect it if there's no content ID? Like how's that work?
Just registration. They go say they're whoever. They say that they made the beat. It's when you sign up. There's different like IPI numbers and everything you add together. You put it all together, it works. Right. So you could go claim whatever. And there's like third-party websites where you can go claim royalties, publishing royalties. Like it's crazy. Like anybody has access to it. So with Duck's music, like I don't know if it was Young's dad. I don't know. You ever heard of Manny?
Yeah,
someone named Manny.
I'm pretty Manny. Young and Dutchy.
Yeah, bro. I don't know. I've heard some like about like I don't know. I just heard some about him having the producer money and just not giving it out. We're supposed to be like collecting it for themselves. Cause like I ain't never, Duck was working with labels, so there's gotta be producer money, especially for that I'm from 63rd song. Like I had more songs with Duck than I did with Rooga. People don't even know that. Like
was you and Duck locked in person, or it was like
more over? Yeah, but I was definitely in sessions like where Rooga would bring me to, you know, like the house and I'd play beats. They'd be like, get in the chair and just, I remember Duck. The first time I met Duck, Rooga called me. He was like, Duck here, pull up. I was like, I call my homie come pick me up. We get pulled over on the way over there. We're trying to tell him, whoa, we're about to go link with Duck. He hurry up, write our ticket. We go over there. We get there. We're like, damn, this is treacherous. Like, we don't want to get out the car.
Y'all on 63rd? Where y'all at the time?
Nah, we was over off. I don't even want to say it anymore because I don't know if they still over there.
Yeah,
but we was down in like
way.
the 70s, like 79th over there. I'm not gonna say the cross street, but we was in the 70s, like 80s type shit.
Yeah.
And it felt treacherous over there. I was like, damn, I didn't even want to get out.
Yeah.
Like, so I called them to come to the door. We go upstairs. We in the trap. We working. Duck like, you make beats? Yup. Get in the chair. Play a beat. Next. Play a beat. Next. Play a beat. Next. Play a beat. This the one. Get on there. And then from then, he was just like, send me beats. He had hit me on Instagram. Was like, just keep sending them. And then we kept just linking at studio sessions and went up.
Do you think Rooga has another run in him as an artist?
Whenever he wants, yeah. Like that man can sing. That man can write. That man can rap. He can deliver, and he can also do like old school boom bap. Like he can do everything.
Rooga talented.
I feel like, keep it real, bro. You just lazy. Like you just lazy. I was there for 8 months. How you go 8 months with a producer on your side and don't drop one song? And we got 15 songs lined up plus. Like, let's work. And our cameraman, Billy, was living in LA at the time, so he, a couple hours away? Like,
that's confusing to me because most of the decent rappers I know make a couple songs a night, a couple songs a studio session. Like,
no, that's the thing. Is
song takes
so
like an hour
songs.
or two usually, like on average maybe. I know some people.
How much?
Half
we were recording
hour
at the house in Vegas. We were recording at the house, so we would just. He would record like crazy. Like we would just keep recording, but just not drop anything. And I felt like I was just wasting time. And then, yeah, I felt like.
Why do you think he don't want to put it out though? Is it the label?
Nah, it was with the album. They was trying to get the producers paid out, but these European producers, they want like 2,500, 3,000 a beat. And I'm over here telling them, bro, I could remake all these. They're like, nah, they're not gonna hit the same. I'm like, all right, dude, let's do whatever. So we're waiting. Still nothing. I'm seeing her like, bro, you have a producer willing to remake everything.
But if you remake it, he gotta give you 50%.
Exactly. That's what he didn't like at the back of his head. And that's where
But don't you feel like you're supposed to, all right, look, Rooga, you done elevated a little bit. We could bring the percentage down a little bit. Did you kind of have that kind of talk with him?
Yeah, we could do that.
Did y'all have that talk?
Yeah, we did in his kitchen.
And what did he say?
You remember? We had
And he was on it or he wasn't with it?
He tried to. I remember he called one of like his Ye connects and was like, bro, this Ye producer said this. I'm like, bro, these guys are working with Ye. Like these contracts, my bad. These contracts and percentages are so different than you who are not even gonna pay for the beat. Yeah. Like that's the thing with J Main saying, oh, you give Rooga and then beats for free. I get 50% of Rooga's. And even if, like, that's what people don't get is even if you pay for the beat, that's just allowing you to use it commercially and make money off it. That's not allowing you to just run off with all 100%. That's just allowing you and you only to make money off it. So even if you pay me $1,000 for the exclusive, I'm still getting my 50 or whatever we agree upon, 30, 35, 40. Like people think, oh, if I pay 150 for the beat, then it's mine. No, that's what starts the 50-50.
So even if paid 200 for the beat, you still want 50.
1,000. Yeah. I still want 50.
All right.
God.
Sure.
I ain't gonna lie, that percentage high as so I can see. I don't Rooga like, yo.
But
I get it. Nah, see.
But that's why you should do the business before you make the music.
If
possible.
That's the thing. If he would have came to me like, hey, bro, I'm gonna put like 10,000 into marketing or something, like, bro, take 30% off. Whatever. Go for it.
Because then if it's helping market the song, then you like it's gonna help benefit me.
I've never seen them market their song once. It's just always an Instagram post that says out now on YouTube, and they do millions of views. Like imagine if they would have actually put some money behind them instead of buying all these cars and jewelry and stuff. Like even just $5,000 on a post. If your song's doing millions of views, just off you saying out now on YouTube or a couple 100,000, like imagine if you really put some money behind it. Like. You would think it's common sense. You would think, like.
Yeah, here's some game. For everybody who be wanting us to pay out for the interviews, y'all should highlight us to pay out to get put on the vlogs. That's something to think about. Because everybody be like, yo, pay me to get up there. But then they don't want to pay for the promo side when they drop. So it's like, you got to make it make sense. When we paying y'all to come up here, then y'all got to pay us to promote the music.
Right.
So it's like, just a little gem out there for whoever listening.
Yeah.
I've tried to do that, or I tried to be like, I'm not gonna pay you for the interview, but I'll give you 3 posts promoting your music.
Okay. That's
usually they don't get it. Like they just don't really understand. And I'm like, this is we're going to be exchanging money back and forth one way or another.
Right.
So, whatever.
It would help a lot of people that you probably offered it to out and it went away. But
some people just don't get that side of it. They like, man, the fans just gonna catch on. It is what it is. But it's like sometimes you gotta.
Everybody think they know the game.
But I ain't gonna lie, like how much do you know about his involvement with like Ye and like and who he wrote for? You know some.
Oh yeah, I know.
Did he write that verse for? I heard he wrote that verse that Dirk was on. You know if that's true or not. I'm knowing some.
That's the thing is like he's never open. Like even when we're in rooms, he'll tell people, "Hey, bro, like don't tell nobody."
He never told me this personally.
I'm not gonna come on and say anything just because. Like if he was out there telling people, "Oh, I wrote for this person, that person," I'd be like, all right. But he like really like even
he got a pen though, for real though. He got a pen.
That man, like I heard a story, bro. He was in Japan with someone really big, real close to Ye. Played this song on a balcony for him. He said, "I need that. I want the beat. I want the lyrics. I want everything." Got it from him.
That's crazy.
Like
Rooga talented. Oh God, singing and all that.
Big headed and.
He's big head.
Bro, like, bro, it's just
I just go fight it out and get back cool. Drop it down to 30%.
I think they got to go their separate ways, man.
Nah, yeah, we finna
it's
go.
Over after this, right?
Yeah. It's like, it's just you showed me what it was and how it would go if we made it to the top, and I feel like that flopped.
I think this is an important education though for like the up and coming producers, rappers, etc. If you want to kind of understand what you might have to deal with, I think this is pretty.
Let me ask you one thing. What's one thing you feel like you did wrong in the situation?
He always told me closed mouths don't get fed, so I feel like I could have spoke up in a way, because there was a time that during the Ye process, he came over to my house and I had my manager there at the time, but my manager was in the Puerto Rican town politics. Like he runs like stuff over there. So he's always in a suit, he's always like, he runs the whole parade and everything. He puts stuff together in the community. So he was in a suit. So I felt like Rooga not knowing who that was, he pulled up to my house and like seen a dude in a suit. He thought I was here for like just business. Like, but I was really just trying to kick it and just see what's up. Like, I ain't seen you in a minute. What's up? So I felt like after that, it just felt weird. Like, and me and my manager talked about that like months later. We were like, we kind of started just moving different after that. It was like maybe it was because bro thought we was just like I wanted my 50%.
You
like,
threw him off with a white boy in a suit.
I think that's what it was like after that he was like, because he was talking to some other people and those people called me and was like, hey, this is how Rooga feel about you, and basically they were saying that.
These are corporate people or street people?
Street.
All right.
It's in 6700 in their camp. They called me and was like, he basically feel that you just trying to do the 50-50, like you just on some business, like you just want your money type. And the whole time it's never been like that. Like if I really wanted my money, all that be taken down. Like I'd be like, pay up, 50%. I want money for the beats. Like it's not about the money. I just wanted to grow. Same. Yeah.
No, I feel it. It sucks because it's like, damn, you and Rooga, I had some good shit going, and then just even knowing you a good ass like. So it don't seem like you doing this. Like I see where he said he feel like he getting attacked randomly because he's like, I don't know where the this came from. Like we was cool or we wasn't cool, but there was like no.
Nah, I had seen an interview and I was like, this dude's really just like talking about killing people on the interview. I'm like, if he talking all this, why can't I just go explain my life? And if you happen to do me dirty through it, you're gonna get brought up. Like
Rooga was talking about killing people.
No, I'm just saying I was watching another interview.
Okay.
And I was like, this dude's blandly talking like, why can't I explain my life? Like people are on here doing this. Like, why can't I explain my life? What I got going on? And that's what I got going on. Work with an artist and whoop-de-whoop, got whooped. But for the first time, Thunky Man got thunked.
But Nugget Man, look like you finna go on another run though, right?
Yeah.
Like, I be seeing you cooking up.
Because this is a big ass billboard for your services. I feel like people are gonna tap in and wanna.
And you make hard beats too. For everybody who don't know or don't, can you name some of the songs you produce? Because like even me, when I was on the phone with Rooga the other day, I ain't know some of the shit. I'm like, dang, he did that one too. So like, name some of the songs you produce so people can know your catalog.
Right here, just gonna go through them. If you're in the Chicago music heavy, you might know some of these, but I did Blickathon. I'm from 63rd. Fort Duck. I did Yeah by FBG Duck. Young and Living by Duck. Did the Red Light 2. Feisty for Rooga. Look Up by Duck. Go Harder by Rooga and Duck. I did Blood by Rooga and Duck. No Tylenol by Duck. He Back by Duck. The whole He Back mixtape after he passed away, that was damn near me. Damn near. There was like a couple songs that wasn't me. I did all those. Yeah, there's so many on here. There's like, I'm already at 40. Another one, Wonder Why, already knew.
So yeah. So you definitely a GD producer.
Nah. I'm thinking now.
Nah, I'm just talking, but like, yeah.
I'm thinking now. I'm really just like.
But you just, you had to let it be known, like, hey, look, I can go work with everybody.
Yeah, I want to work with everybody. Like, I when I went to Chicago, there was sessions like, you know, Lollipop?
Yeah, I know.
You heard of Lollipop?
Yeah.
So Lollipop, I linked with Lollipop in Chicago, and she was like, all right, I got a Von-Off and T-Ski session. Do you want to come? And I had to decline it because I know with my association, being with them, that they would feel uncomfortable. And I didn't want any, and like, me personally, I know how to move. Like, I know one of their homies could just be feeling wrong that day or something. Like, we got Rooga's producer on camera. Like, we could make a fool out of this or something. So it's like, I just don't trust it. So I just like, I want to work though. Like, I would love to work with Von-Off, bro. I would love to work with T-Ski and everybody. Like,
man, I'm gonna hit Von-Off.
That
he got a why not?
Face on him.
You talking about FaceTime? He not going.
You don't think
he
so?
ain't going. Nah, I don't think he going for that.
All right. I bet he will.
Nah,
Put him on the spot, man.
he crazy.
You gonna put him on the spot.
I'll cry.
You know more than we don't know.
Right.
What up, dog?
What up, brother?
Yo, so we're doing an interview with Digi Prada, who he used to be like Rooga's producer and producer.
I know who that is.
Okay,
I know who that is.
so they kind of fell out. There's this whole big thing. They weren't really doing good business. And he was saying how he got invited, like some girl like invited him to a studio session with you, and he didn't come through because he knew that you probably wouldn't feel comfortable with it. So I'm just throwing it out there. Like, would you be down for him to send you some beats? Because he's trying to like get out there and really with like all the hot artists in Chicago. Like, he ain't really on any.
They got to be some. Oh, so he think I'm on like some GDK.
He just wanted. He didn't want to make you feel uncomfortable, or however you want to say it.
I just didn't want. I just know how like not everybody with that side, so I just didn't want to go there and people be like, "Oh, can I trust him?" Or can you know what I'm saying?
Right, yeah, he thinking I'm on some GDK. Tell him no, I'll rock with him. The GDs ain't never did shit to me. Tell him send me some beats. I'm gonna rock with him.
Fire. Yeah, I'm gonna put y'all on text later.
I bet.
All right, much love.
Just like that, man.
Yeah, you know me, my boy. I gotta look out for the wood pile, man.
I ain't gonna lie, that was
so
real.
What's your ethnicity though? You white for
Mexican,
sure?
Italian.
Mexican, Italian?
okay.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
That's hard though. That Adam, that's real.
Nah.
So, but you see how it's easier than what? I mean, sometimes it do make.
I feel like when you do good, like I don't know, like even like last time we had our interview, you and Rooga fell out. Like, and I remember you was calling Booga Sugar Rooga because that's what you were saying. You was like, how did your white producer come and handle himself way better than Booga Sugar Rooga? And it was like,
That's a bar.
it was like, because I have good intentions. Like, I'm not, just got good intentions. Like, you just hold yourself together and just do right. Everything's gonna line up. I feel like when people know in their head they're not doing right, like they start acting out and stuff, and that's when you can kind of tell. And I should have seen the signs throughout the year. I should have seen the signs with in my head, like.
Yeah, nah, that's the biggest sign you have right there. So all right, let's switch it up just a little bit.
Yeah, we were at
Nah, I just got random questions for you.
Go for
So what the you be traveling on a big ass German Shepherd all the time?
Shit, I got her in Chicago because honestly, I wanted her to be able to walk the streets and feel comfy. So like, I would let her just bark at everything and everybody.
Word.
I'd take her, because I'm not gonna lie. When I moved to Chicago, I didn't even know you could take the bus. I'm walking like 40 minutes just to get to downtown and just look around. And then I start learning the system. You could take the train, you could take the bus. And
So you was walking everywhere.
I was walking everywhere. Had to just take my dog everywhere. I'm walking an hour and a half to get to the pier, all the way from outside the city, like with my dog, and that's an hour and a half there and an hour and a half back. Like
They said, "Blick, I'm gonna just have them motherfuckers with me."
You see a big ass German Shepherd, like and she barking and
Nah, cause I'll be like, damn, them have that big ass dog everywhere you go.
Yeah.
Who would you put on the Mount Rushmore of drill music? you being a producer?
Damn. I would have to say Pappy. This is just to me though.
Yeah.
Like me personally.
This is your Mount Rushmore.
This is my route. Pappy, King Louis. I would have to say Dirk, bro. Dirk just because he just went. I would say Dirk and who else made it like celebrity status? I would say Pappy and Louis just for the like people back in the day just because they were so legendary. And then my like who made it, I would say Dirk and like probably Keith or Polo. Probably him and Keith for sure.
You ain't gonna name one GD? Yeah, you gotta put a GD on there, bro.
That's what's tough. Is that like Duck is the closest you can get to putting him in the top 4, but really like it's just not close.
He was super influential for sure.
Like how you gonna put Duck on there instead of Herbo or?
I mean, but if he put Pappy on there, and a lot say Duck over Pappy, so
Pappy.
But I Pappy music too. He went crazy
for sure. Yeah, that's when I was like, when I was working with PBG, I was like, damn, this is like cool, you know.
All right, let's throw this out there too. Then, so what BDs would you even want to work with from the city? Like, if they watch this interview, who you got to pack for?
That's the thing. I don't like even be really knowing who's who. I just be knowing that.
Even if you don't know if they're GD or BD or whatever, who's some artists you want to work with from Chicago that do drill?
Drill?
Or just who you want to work with?
Baby Chief. Baby Chief, Vaughn, T-Ski, Rack Baby. Rack Baby just liked a couple of my posts. I really should have just tapped in with him. That was when I was talking about the Rooga.
Yeah.
Rack Baby. Who else from there that I want to work with? Really Baby Chief, bro. Yeah, I worked with DCG. We never dropped our song though. Yeah, that I'd say Ludfo for sure, but he not. You already know how that's going. Not dropping. I don't know what happened.
I don't know. That's where everybody like, where you at?
Yeah, where you at?
Come do the interview. Come for real.
We got some to talk about. Yeah.
What else? What else we got before we end this, man? Do you So you good with the GDs though? Cause I seen mad you brought up Larry Hoover name.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, they
like, man, they're talking crazy. He must not. He ain't coming back to Chicago anytime soon.
Nah, it's good, bro. It's all love. Like, felt like they. I mean, you guys too. Not like you guys. I mean, I know how you guys do. You take a post and make a narrative, whatever. You guys kind of helped out with that narrative, but I know that once I came up here and explained myself, because here's when I made that post. I was expecting to come on here and then whatever. By the time I even got to the studio, because I was on my way to the studio, and that shit dropped. I was like, damn, that like 500 comments. I was like, bro, all right. So now they're running with this narrative.
Yeah,
I might definitely have to go on there now, because really I was second guessing this, because you know I was like, I'm not gonna really speak it, but then I was like, you know what? Nah, f it. Like you guys damn near, you know what you do. You lured me.
I mean, to be
you lured me.
You don't want to look fake.
5 minutes.
You don't want to look fake, but I mean, realistically, like I feel like you've painted the picture pretty good of how like it's not exactly like you turned your back on dudes like because of anything aside from the fact that you just felt like you weren't having the right business done.
And to be fair, you tagged us, so it's kind of like
I tagged y'all for sure.
All right, for sure.
To be fair, we've talked about you a lot on this podcast over the years, and we've talked about Rooga a lot over the years. So the fallout meant more to us, I guess, than a lot of other platforms.
See,
maybe.
That's what my problem was, because I fuck with Rooga, and I know Rooga and Adam got their shit. So I had to call Rooga and just be like, look, this ain't no play just because I'm over here with Adam. Like, we not just coming to get you and like this some that I ain't know this was coming. I got tagged in it.
And to be fair, I don't got like what the do I care about the Rooga thing?
And then,
like,
even
when he was yelling in my face, I didn't care. I didn't get all out of pocket and start dissing him. It was like, whatever, bro. Have your temper tantrum. Maybe if he hit me up right now and was like, yo, like we're cool again, I'd be like, okay, cool.
Facts.
Like, I don't really
never had a problem.
I don't really take it that serious in the first place. Like you got mad, you stormed out.
Right.
That's the thing is, like, I've really gone out of my way to not talk about him since he did that.
You've been quiet.
Even him, he barely talked about it. I've seen.
I feel like you don't really talk about. I feel like the only person you get the most flack is King Yellow. I feel like you leave Rooga alone. You don't really
he did that diss song on YouTube.
But King Yella did he? I don't know that. But King Yella is like constantly talking about him because he's a content creator, whereas Rooga, to his credit, at least is not out here being an obnoxious content creator. At least he's like ducked off, writing, doing music and stuff. I can respect that more than King Yella just making some up every other day.
That's the thing is like, that's why when Unc reached out to me and was like, I'm bigger than No Jumper. And then I went to Unc's page and I see Yella all over it. I'm like, okay, you're in Vegas. Cause I know Yella's not moving around like that. Like, so I was like, okay, you're in Vegas. I can't trust you. And then all of a sudden I get those texts from Rooga. You show up to that interview, see if you keep that same energy. I'm gonna be there, boss. I'm like, Unc trying to set me up is crazy.
Unc is a setup artist.
Donkey Man is, and it was crazy. I got random DMs saying that it was like, don't trust that fool. Don't trust him.
Yeah, if Unc books you for an interview, for sure you're getting backdoored.
Yeah.
No Jumper, not a chance.
Yeah, thanks for not setting me up.
No,
I mean, I haven't made it to my car yet.
Yeah.
We heard about J-Man. What happened with the J-Man shit? You guys set him up?
I had told him this wasn't even this location. I had told him to pull up to the Melrose stores, and this around the same time.
The store.
We got a store over on Melrose or whatever, and then
like the most touristy ass area.
It's not. It's
next to the awful lot of cough syrup.
Yeah, we had it for like a year.
We had it for a year.
It's not there anymore.
No.
We was about to go vlog. I thought it was damn.
Okay. They got some other good over there. There's a bunch of good stores.
Store, but anyways, we pull up over there, and within like 5 minutes of us parking, bro, I don't know what I parked my car back there. And like 3 other people, and then for some reason, J-Main, he came out here with like mad back. Like if you in LA, you know not to have nothing in your back seats.
Yeah.
Any big city.
But he had had a whole bunch of bags in the back seat.
Blamed you guys.
Yeah, they took a lot.
You know he do it for content though. He know damn well I had nothing to do with it. But he just going there. Did Remo backdoor me, and then now, so he just ran with it. But
didn't we find someone like online claiming that they were the one who did it later on?
Nah, well ended up we seen Dub. So Kenny car got broken into, who used to work up here, and then J-Man car got broken into. So we just actually seen the footage of the people hopping out. Right.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But we still don't know who the they were. But
yeah, that whole J-Man situation, crazy.
Yeah. Now, all right, in hindsight, how do you feel about everything that happened with him? Like,
I love
about his success, because like
I love
you kind of like started the pushing peace movement in a way.
That's what I was. Thank you, Remo. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, because really, like that's
you pushed him from doing music to where it's like, all right, he had to like get back in his creative bag, and like you kind of gave him another drive that he might not even thought, but like at the end of the day, taking his channel, you made him hungry again, and look how successful J-Man been since.
Bro, just like bro was interviewing Peasy in Peasy's house, like
yeah,
J-Man, would you be interviewing Peasy in Peasy's house if you was a rapper? I don't think so. So like, I really don't bless the man, you know. I just want like
J-Man, if you pushing peace,
I just want to thank you, a thank you, Dad.
Nah, why don't y'all do a sit down interview? If you pushing peace, why can't he push peace with you? Why can't y'all?
I feel like they done tried to do that. Like Rooga and them would think it's funny at the house to like call J-Man, just put the phone in my face, be like, someone want to talk to you, and it'd be J-Man. We both be like, what the, you know?
I was finna do it right now.
I would airplane mode that.
What?
Act like that went out.
Nah, I ain't gonna do it. But
but
I think that'd be good for y'all to have a conversation.
Especially, you don't want to though, because he done made a post about me. It was like, should I interview Thunky Man? Or he was like, I can't go in the new year into it with Thunky Man, and that's like 2,000 comments in like an hour. It was over going.
People saying no or telling
his people were on there saying, bro, this is the person who took you down. Why is you giving him publicity? And I know he listened. He took the post down right after. Like, oh, I've read all that. He took it down, and I was like, damn. Like, I knew they got in his head. Like, you right. Like, why am I giving the person who potentially, you know? But the thing is, I never did it out of like, I want to make you homeless. I want to do this. It was like, those are my beats. Not, oh, I hope you do bad. I hope you're f***ed up. Because if I really did that, I would have took more down. I would have kept this going. I would have been petty.
And you didn't abuse the process.
Abuse my power.
You actually went about it the correct way, he could have easily gone along with you doing it.
I told him many times, I was like, bro, just give me a couple songs to collect off of, and let me recoup how much you owe me. Like, if you just, give me some songs and let me collect, and we could work this out. He didn't just goes. Wouldn't reply for shit. Like manager, lawyer, me. Like, just when I'm giving him options, like, bro, like, I don't know what to do at this point. I put 2 copyright strikes in to like get his attention. He said, F it. I remember he was talking to someone, and that person came to me, was like, he don't even care, bro. Like, he don't even give a f. And I was like, I already know how J-Man is. Like, that's the type of dude he is. He'll be like, just take it. Like, I'd rather you take it than not give you your money. And I'm gonna show you that I could double up.
He did it though.
He did it.
So, okay. Hey, shout out to you for giving that draw to do that.
That's his villain origin story.
The whoop.
The whoop man.
Whoop man. I'm the original whoop man.
The original.
I just started the whoops.
You handed out the whooping.
In and out the whooping.
Yo, Digi Prada, appreciate you coming up, man. I'm glad we got to like correct the record. We don't oftentimes get to hear from the producers who kind of get screwed over in the whole process of making the records that y'all love. So,
not for sure.
Yeah, hopefully Rooga can come to his senses. Maybe he'll treat his next producer better. Obviously, you got big things coming either way. We're gonna make sure we get.
I feel like you're a good dude. I feel like the universe gonna work in your favor. I hope you and Rooga could just make back up though. That's what I'm pushing for.
Man, it looks like I'm drinking guacamole, huh?
You know, that's crazy.
We good?
Yeah,
we good, man.
Digi Prada, thank you, man. Shout out to Remo. No Jumper, coolest podcast. Like, comment, and subscribe. Got to read them comments. Appreciate y'all.